There's no honest way to begin this book about fatherhood without first talking about my mom, Joyce. Two of the most important tools I possess as a man came from her: compassion and toughness. They say a scent can remind you of someone. Something as simple as a flower, a summer breeze, the smell of baked cookies. Well, I can't have a hot dog without thinking of my mama. I love eating those diced up bits of multiple animals encased in a pork sleeve and seasoned with all types of carcinogens outlawed by the EPA and the USDA because they make me feel closer to the woman who raised me. My early memories as a child are of me being a latchkey kid in Memphis, Tennessee. My mother had separated from my father in early 1979, not even a year after I was born. She left him behind in New York City to head to Memphis to pursue her graduate degree and be closer to her family in her hometown of Clarksdale, Mississippi. My earliest memories as a child do not include my father. It's just me and my mom and me watching her trying to make things work. My mother was tough, still is, afraid of no one. In undergrad, she had been among the first wave of Black protesters at Delta State University who organized sit-ins at the president's office, demanding better conditions for Black students on campus. She would then take the same tenacity over to Florida A&M University as a grad student. Later, she brought it here to Memphis at Memphis State. I always looked forward to breakfast with my mom. When she ate, her mind slowed down. I could see the problems and stresses leave her as she sat there and enjoyed her food. A good meal was her departure from this world for a moment. Breakfast was also when we talked the most. But some mornings, we would be late getting out of the house, so we'd have to get creative about breakfast, and the car would double as a kitchen table. My mother had a 1975 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. It was doo-doo green with white bucket seats and a custom white rag-top roof to match. This was the age before center consoles in cars, so there was a full 3 feet of open seat between me and my mother. This is where I would set up our breakfast spread. Some days we would eat plated foods like eggs or waffles, but we soon discovered one food in the house that's simplest and most efficient: the hot dog. I would lay out 4 slices of bread, and on top of each, I would place a piping hot, freshly boiled hot dog. Motor vehicle laws dictated that a kindergartner should be in the back seat, but since I was in charge of assembling the hot dogs for her, I got to sit up front. Those days were the best. After my mother dropped me off at school, she'd work long hours in administration at Memphis State University by day, then go straight to grad school at night. A regular babysitter was a luxury that came and went like the wind, and most of the family members willing to chip in for free were an hour away in Mississippi. So if my mother was tight on money, she'd leave me home alone after school with one instruction: "Don't answer the phone. Don't answer the door," she'd bark at me, the kindergarten student. Next to the phone was a list of emergency numbers, which in actuality was just a list of co-conspirators ready to speed over to the house to meet my needs to keep me from being swooped up by Child Protective Services. At the top of the list was Olivia, one of my mom's college friends. Olivia came over to the house often, like a lot. The rest of the people, as far as I could tell, were just a mix of coworkers and church members, but as the old African proverb goes, it takes a village to keep a single mother from losing her child to the system. At least I think that's how it goes. Like most latchkey kids, I was saddled with making my own dinner sometimes. By first grade, I was well-versed in the preparation of franks and beans, pot pies, TV dinners, waffles, bacon, cold-cut sandwiches, and of course, the good old-fashioned American hot dog. I learned how to use a stove before I learned how to shoot a basketball. I wasn't a full-blown chef or anything, but my mother gave me enough skills to know that she didn't have to worry about me ever starving to death in her absence.